Back at the Barwon River, it was here that William Buckley tells tales of spotting several bunyip, or bunyips, whatever the plural is. These mystical creatures were said to lurk near rivers, creeks and other waterholes. Buckley's sightings were frequent, and he was convinced of the creature's supernatural powers. I've only been here for a couple of hours and all I've spotted is a bloody Hall of Fame cricketing legend, whom it could be said had the supernatural power of delivering a crippling Yorker.
I grew up watching you. You were like the legend of cricket team, especially for a Victorian kid. Yeah, they didn't let many of us in.
when I grew up, it was Dennis Lilly, Rod Marsh, Ian Chappell. And you look back in the era that I played and it was just fantastic. And people say, oh, you just seem like a bit of a yobbo. So, mate, there's guys like Alan Border and those guys that are great people, and people don't see him as approachable. When I go, oh, there's Merv, he's a yobbo, let's go and have a beer. So I got dragged down a lot.
Is that good or bad?
Oh, it's great. It's the support that we got from the general public while you're in the Australian team is fantastic. Playing at the MCG, 60, 70, 80,000 people, the support we got was phenomenal.
Yeah. I remember you got pulled out of retirement and briefly I barracked for Canberra, just because you were getting around for them.
The Canberra Comets, yeah. Had 2 years up there and we played twice against Victoria. Brad Haddon made 200s, so 100 each year. We beat Victoria the 2 years that I played. Couldn't get a game for Victoria, but I could get a game with the team that beat Victoria. Yeah. So I was pretty happy with that.
I genuinely, it turned me. I was the Canberra guy.
Yeah.
Actually. Fast bowling, that's got to be one of the most brutal things you can do in sport, right? Running in.
Yeah, well.
On your back and your shoulders and your...
As a physiotherapist once said, it's probably the most unnatural thing you do because your momentum's forward, then you're rocking back and twisting, so you problem with your knees, and then later on in your career, you just lose power through your shoulders. Yep. And once you do that, you lose your power into the crease, and just that little bit of pace that makes a difference.
Right. You played 53 tests
53 tests, yeah.
212 wickets.
You're all over it.
The handy record.
Yeah.
Do you think that sometimes people, because you are like the larrikin yobbo sort of persona, that people forget you're a gun?
Mate, the times that I played, it sort of pales into insignificance when you play with Alan Border that played 140 tests. Right. Matthew Hayden played 100 tests. Warney plays 120 tests, 100 plus test matches. And when you think, oh, I played 53 tests, you think, oh, that's pretty good. And then but hang on, these guys have played 2 and 3 times more test matches than me. Yeah.
It was all made official recently though. You're officially a legend now.
Oh, not a Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
Look, I've got a bit ahead of myself.
No, mate, absolutely stoked with that. Like I had this beautifully prepared speech. I was saying to people, if I ever get in, when I get inducted, the first thing I'm going to say is, well, it's about fucking time. And then when you get there, you just think it's so inappropriate. And I got inducted at the MCG by Peter King, a bloke I played cricket with, had my family with me. And I'd known about it for 3 months and I thought, oh, the emotions are in check. And then they get you to say a few words and you start thinking about it, all the people that had helped me throughout my career, and it is quite overwhelming. So got quite emotional, to be honest. It was, yeah. No, it was a huge thrill and a huge buzz.
Oh, that's great.
You have a look at the guys that are in there and you think, gee, I can rubbing shoulders with the absolute greats. So to be recognised by your peers and to be acknowledged like that, mate, just a huge thrill.
Yeah, so good. You are, yeah, you would be a household name.
Only in my house, when there's no one else home.
I was thinking about this. You know, you don't hear of any Mervs or Mervins, and I think it's because you've taken that name for yourself. It's sort of like no one else is called Cher or like Beyonce or something. You know, this is who you are. You've taken it for yourself, and no one else can.
So Squizz,
who wants it?
Squizz, I'm now being compared to Cher and Beyonce. I'll rip her.
Put a ring on it.